Hello, this is Distracted Lord, and welcome back to BeamNG.drive. I have here an ETK iSeries TT Sport 2400 Ti, because that's not enough letters. Don't worry, the device is just an X on the end as well, but I'm not using that one because too much power. It's rear-wheel drive, small-ish car, and I have a test track. To be specific, the automation test track. Zooms out dramatically. And include that bit of that. I have been doing some hotlapping, and hotlapping is cool, and hotlapping is something this game is very good at. So let's look at some footage of me driving earlier. Some wheel spin off the line, because, you know, rear wheel drive car, it does that. And through the first corner, and now I have put some handy little UI things in bottom left. Just like there's the input thing which says you clutch, brake, throttle, parking brake. I don't think I ever used a parking brake. I also have the steering one that tells you the weight distribution per wheel, and one that tells you a bunch of weird complicated stuff about the grip. And I'm thoroughly messing up that corner, yes. I didn't brake at the right point at all, but there's a bunch of debug stuff that you can probably make more sense of than I can, but that's not the important bit. So, as you can see, I'm going quite quickly around corners, because this car is quite grippy. It's the grippiest thing ever. That would probably be like a Formula 1 car or something. I don't know, but so the reason that hotlapping in this game is so good is not because like any fancy tech stuff like it keeping track of your time or anything, because it doesn't keep track of your time. But in some games, if you're hotlapping, it's just in this game because it simulates everything, then you're very aware of what your car is doing, and when you're messing up corners you can tell that very much, but it simulates all the weight distribution things on the wheels and all the grips on the wheels far better than any other game I know. And what that means is you can get a very realistic driving experience. Not that I'm a particularly an expert on that. And there we go, there's some realism as I spin out. As I say, I'm not perfect, but you know, it's a rear-wheel drive car. So this game is just I like hotlapping it, and this is probably terrible video stuff because of me talking badly, but you know what I'm talking about, right? It's just very enjoyable. You can just sink a lot of time into hotlapping and just slowly getting better as you learn everything about the car. And I was slightly not paying attention to where I was going and went completely off the track, and then pulled off some sick drifts while getting back on it, because sick drift boy. And then when I was recording the video here, I remembered that I have alternate camera angles, I might as well use them, but that's very exciting, isn't it? Yeah, recording it isn't that fun. It just, recording makes lag, so that's why I'm recording a replay rather than recording me actually playing it, because it's hard to drive with lag. It's hard to drive the car as hard as I'm driving it here, because I'm basically just driving the car as hard as I possibly can, trying to get it around the corners as fast as I can. That's why I come off. But that's how I'm driving it. That's how hotlapping works, at least for me. I don't know, that might not be how you do hotlapping. I do hotlapping by trying to drive the car as fast as I can and failing every other lap, and well, that depends on the game. Like this, there's bits on all the laps that I mess up, but overall I end up with some good bits on all the laps, and then at some point I can hopefully manage to put them all together and end up with a good lap. So it's just improving my driving in Beam, basically by driving one car and getting used to that car and understanding how that car works, which I'm kind of doing with my I-Series here, specifically this I-Series. And there we go, much faster through that corner than we were before. Well, it's not really a corner, it's a chicane, but hopefully I can improve just by driving the same car, and then at some point I might be able to actually play this game properly, although I cannot do this corner. This corner is not working for me. I spun out the first time, the second time I didn't spin out, I just did some sick drifts. You might even get a slow-mo replay of that, but I don't know, that depends on how I'm feeling when I'm editing it. But slow-mo replay of me doing a drift, no, you probably don't need that. You also, I might just shove it over the bit where I totally don't crash into a wall here. And around the corner. Yes, so this is amazingly interesting content, isn't it? Yes, basically I'm just promoting BeamNG, don't worry, they're not paying me. Although BeamNG, if you would like to sponsor me, please feel free. Oh wait, no, that thing ended. Quick, I better stop talking. So I was driving earlier, and then I replayed it in the game, and then I recorded the replay, and then I voiced on top of it. But now I'm actually just going to see how badly I drive from this camera view without any kind of... Oh, that's not the corner. Yeah, so I don't have the UI on, so I also can't hear the car because, you know, I'm so far away from it. And I've crashed into a wall. Yes, driving from this camera view is difficult. It is not recommended. And we're going to have a lovely, handy camera perspective change when I really don't want it. And apparently I lost some sick drifts while we're at it. Apparently I can actually drift well with this camera view. I say that and then miss the corner. Yeah, this camera view is not great. I know I like doing other things inside the car, which is so much easier. Although the shift gauge in this car I hate, because it doesn't make any sense. It tells you to shift at like 3,000 RPM. This car goes up to 6 and it gets most of its, well, the maximum power at 6, and so I will rev it to 6. You see, I shift up a gear and we're already 1 away from filling up the bar. Oh, I did not mean to do some sick drift there, which didn't end well. I somehow doubt that we're going to get any good time with this thing now. It pulls slightly to the left, and now it's crashed into another wall. And now we've had a spin, and another spin. I assure you this is all intentional. And I've crashed into it. Yes. This is why you don't try and drive a car hard while recording. Hotlapping's good, just recording it isn't, so why am I recording it? I don't know. Yeah, why am I recording it? Oh yeah, it's because people like content. They won't like this content.